Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutation to the elect. To you I say Shalom. This is Proverbs 10 verse 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, he that uttereth a slander is a fool. The NLT says hiding hatred makes you a liar. Slandering others makes you a fool. So we're in a time where a lot of people, they're going to come up against the true believers. They're going to come up against the men of the Lord, the men out there preaching and teaching the gospel in truth and in sincerity. Okay. Which people going to slander the true prophets and the false prophets. They're going to lump the true believers, the true prophets with, with those that's preaching false doctrine. Okay? They don't care. We're going to be numbered amongst the transgressors as well. Just like Yahushua was numbered amongst the transgressors. Okay? These people are going to lie on us, which they're doing that now. The word slander says the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation, defamation, character, assassination. The action of damaging the good reputation of someone, slander or libel. Right? Make false and damaging statements about someone. And we're in a time where the majority of our own people, you Israelites, you're going to come up against the men of the Lord. And you're doing that now, especially you wacky-tacky Christians. You're going on TikTok or a different social media platforms to speak your madness against the Hebrew Israelites. Granted, now you do have certain, pseudo-Israelite groups that's teaching false doctrine. And now, and then again, you do have the true men of the Lord that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua set up to teach this word in truth and in sincerity. The Lord set up men after his own mind to tell the truth about the Bible. Okay? But, you people need to come up against Christianity. You see? You coming up against the Hebrew Israelites, you really need to come up against Christianity. This place was established in the name of Christianity. You see? Let's get the next scripture. So these people are gonna raise up a false report. That's all that's all persecution at the end of the day. This is Proverbs 11 verse 13. A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. These people are not trustworthy. Okay? So they're going to reveal different secrets about us. They're not going to conceal the matter. You can't trust these people. That's why, talking to myself first and foremost, it's best not to tell people too much of your business. Hey, the scriptures say to keep the mouth. Well, let's get that real quick. Micah 7 verse 5, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom, right? That's right, that's right. You can't really tell your wife too much things because she can use it against you eventually. Like for instance, Samson and Delilah. Delilah revealed the secrets, revealed Samson's secrets, man. That Samson told her. Can't really be pillow talking with too much of these women. All right. We don't trust these people out here. We're not putting our confidence in you people. No, we trust in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's who we trust in. It's Proverbs 19, verse 9. A false witness shall not be unpunished. He that speaketh lies shall perish. A false witness will not go unpunished. That's right. So at the end of the day, these people are going to do what they want to do. They're going to say what they want to say about us. And just know, they're going to get punished for that. They're not going to go off scot-free. They raised up a false report against Yahweh Shai. The servant's not greater than his Lord. They're going to raise up a false report about us. Let's get the book of Acts, chapter 6, verse 8. And Stephen, full of faith and power, did great wonders and miracles among the people. Then there arose certain of the synagogue, which is called the synagogue of the Libertines, the Cyrenians, and the Alexandrians, and of them of Cilicia and of Asia, disputing with Stephen. And they were not able to resist the wisdom and the spirit by which he spake. Then they suborned men, which said, we have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God. So there you go. They're lying right there. And they stirred up the people and the elders and the scribes and came upon them and caught them and brought them to the council and set up false witnesses, which said, this man ceaseth not to speak blasphemous words against this holy place and the law. For we have heard him say that this Yahweh Shai of Nazareth shall destroy this place, and shall change the customs which Moses delivered us. And all that sat in the council, looking steadfastly on him, saw his face as it had been the face of an angel. So they set up false witnesses against Stephen, a man full of faith and power in the spirit, who did and performed great wonders and miracles amongst the people. Even Stephen wasn't exempt. We're not exempt from the persecution to come, brothers. And you few sisters out there, we're not exempt. They did the same thing to the men of the Lord back in the day. They're going to do it again. And they're doing it now. This is Luke 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. They did the same thing to the prophets of old. The NLT says, when that happens, be happy. Yes, leap for joy, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember, their ancestors treated the ancient prophets that same way. There's nothing new under the sun. They're going to do the same thing. They're doing it now. They're raising a false report now. They're doing it now. It's Deuteronomy 19, verse 16. If a false witness rise up against any man to testify against him that which is wrong, then both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand before the Lord Yahweh, before the priests and the judges which shall be in those days. And the judges shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness be a false witness, and have testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. Right? So that was the law dealing with a false witness. You see? You don't supposed to raise a false report. You Israelites out there, you don't supposed to do that against your own brother, against the people of your own nation. It's in the law to not do that. But yet you do that, and you're going to do it. You did it to the men of the Lord. You did it to Yahweh Shai. You did it to the ancient prophets. You did it to Stephen. You did it to Paul, the apostle. And it's in the law to not do that. So with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash, Shalom.